ground. But how about a bird's eye view of the damage? For that, we join Tracy Gary, who's of the floodwaters flying now in Sky 4. Tracy?
Northern Macomb County is underwater today. The Clinton River rushing, spilling over its banks and into houses like this one on Bellevue Street just east of Moravian. You can see the owners carrying waterlogged belongings out of their flooded home. This is Shawnee Elementary School, and it looked like an island. The water covers this golf course. This is Bellow Woods on 23 Mile Road. And if you look closely, you can see someone ready to launch a personal watercraft on the fairway. Talk about a water hazard. What a dangerous stunt this is. Weaving in and out of the trees at a high speed when there's no way to tell how deep the water actually is. Then, two craft almost collide. This guy flips over and the other one just keeps on going. Most were more subdued, though. These people watch as the road disappears under the muddy water. North Avenue at 23 Mile was flooded out as well. But that didn't stop these cars and trucks from driving right on through. Some trucks and SUVs were no match for the floodwaters, though. Look at this Hummer, completely overcome.
In your basement and on the street is certainly bad enough, but for an overview of just how widespread these problems are, you need to get up above it all. And our team coverage continues now with Tracy Gary. She's live in Sky 4. And Tracy, you may have the driest way of looking at this, at least.
Yeah, I sure do. And it actually has dried out a lot down here, Guy. This is Telegraph and I-94. Not the picture that we saw this morning. Look how nice and dry the roadway is, although it is still closed off. There's a few cars coming through, but those are coming from the local side streets. Police are forcing drivers off just before you reach 94 for the southbound side, and then northbound drivers are being forced off at E-Course. Look at what we saw this morning. It was a completely different story. Drivers here on Southfield Road, just south of I-94, plowed through the standing water this morning. Just west of there, Beach Daily under I-94 was completely washed out. Then, at E-Course Road, these two cars tried to make it through the high waters, not realizing how deep it was. And just before 6:30, drivers were still trying to make their way northbound on Telegraph Road just under I-94. Jill Washburn was over the scene, and watch what catches her by surprise.
You can see a couple of them are stuck here, and they're trapped in their vehicles, and apparently there's some big hole here in the road, and that's what's catching some of these people as they go by. Oh my goodness, look at that. As they go by, some of these people are in water over their headlights.
Shortly after that, police shut down Telegraph Road between I-94 and E-Course. And it wasn't just the freeways, the flooding hit the neighborhoods as well. And you can see this truck trying to navigate through a Dearborn Heights side street. And we are live over another neighborhood. This is just north of I-94 and west of Telegraph. And you can see still flooded out just a couple blocks away. There was somebody just walking through the water. So it still has not drained out through the neighborhoods here in Dearborn Heights. But it looks like most of the water has receded in this area. These poor people have a long way to go before this seems to dry up. We are live in Sky 4. Tracy Gary, Local First.
All right, Tracy, thank you. And along with the